Good morning, everybody. We're into October, and I think this morning is really fall day. But today I am visiting with one of my favorite people who I've known for a long time, who probably makes the most delicious thing on my diet, cheat or not. I never cheat because nothing's ever cheated. The best pie baker I have ever known still is John Hinman. Welcome.
Good morning, Gabby. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for making pies. So I can have, I mean, I've known you for years because we did Taste of Colorado years and years ago together.
Yeah, the Taste of Colorado and all those years that downtown at Best Dipping Grill and Jack's Fish House, and you've been with me my whole career in some form or another.
You know what? I take that as total flattery, and then I think, geez, am I really that old? But yes, I
Yeah, I
really.
just heard it come out of my mouth. But then I thought about my whole career too. It's like
You
we're all
start.
there.
You started younger. No, it's
Yeah.
when. Okay, tell us. I have no clue because there is nothing better than a Hinman pie, the crust, everything. Tell us all about
Hinman Pies. How did I get
it. Yeah,
started into pie?
yeah, that's the first question.
Well, after several years in the restaurant industry, it was starting to get a little weird. Like everybody was trying to reinvent the wheel. It seemed like we started doing weird stuff with desserts and everything's great. It was weird to me. So I'm not saying anything's weird, but um, we were just starting to reinvent the wheel, and I wasn't that interested. And one of my favorite um, like guilty pleasures is a Hostess cherry pie. I think 7-Eleven makes better ones, but one of those. And I was walking down the street one day, eating one, and I thought to myself, I can do better than this. And so that started my quest for pie. So I started looking around the city, and I couldn't really find any local pie makers even to figure out what good pie tasted like. Because I didn't go to culinary school or anything. I always did research. So I was like, all right, where's the pie to beat? Well, it turns out it was like Sara Lee, um, Village Inn, all our
I remember.
local American pie companies, right? And a little dinger on my head said, well, people always say my grandma used to make, my grandma used to make. So I thought to myself,
My
well,
grandma used to make too.
yeah, right? Where's the grandmas? You know where they are? Pie contest. So one summer I entered every pie contest in Denver I could find until
Oh,
I started ranking up there with the grandmas. I had like a 96-year-old nemesis for a while, but that's how I just kept evolving my recipe until I found something that was award winning, and then I jumped from there. And
I
now
love.
we have Hinman pies. All the grandmas use Crisco,
Yeah,
and that was a refusal for me. So,
I used Crisco. Well, I mean, my mother did. That's how I.
yep.
What do
And
you
so
use?
just we use straight butter. Our
Okay.
our crust is just butter, flour, water, and salt. That's it.
Well,
It's that simple.
we had a fight that we're going to go on the other night. Cherry pie was my childhood pie too, but at dinner the other night, there was four of us, Bowie and I, over the cherry pie. One guy said, "Well, all he wanted was all the cherries." My friend and I said, "You eat all the cherries," which were incredible, but she and I went wild over the crust. And I said, it's not very often that I would say, just give me a pie of crust and I'll be perfectly happy.
I know I get that
Oh,
comment a lot. People love
oh,
the crust, and then people are all different. Some people say there's too much crust and not enough filling, and some people say it's perfect and da 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 da. Can't satisfy everybody. So
well, this is your pie. Most pies to me have too much crust because they're not that good. I mean, I could just slap up and mop off the crust. And of course, the cherries were ample. And because your filling seems to be mostly fruit.
Yep. At the cherry pie specifically, we have two kinds of cherries in there. There's a sweet, bigger cherry and a tart, smaller cherry in there. And the cherries come from Michigan, and the blueberries come from Maine because that's where they grow the best. And starting next week, we'll be using Eula Farm apples because they're starting to harvest. And we use all in the summer. We use all local peaches from the.
That's the best thing I have.
Is yeah, the peach pie is wonderful, huh?
That was the best thing I have ever eaten all year.
My mom is over there nodding. She's visiting me.
Oh.
She's sitting on the couch.
Mom, do you have an extra piece? I want one. Oh, best pie I have ever had.
Thank you so much. And then we have our whole savory round of pies too, that of pork green chili, chicken pot pie, spinach artichoke, a vegetable pie. And those come great. I'm selling those frozen and baked, but they're great to throw in your freezer, especially this season. I think it's our first going to be chilly day out there today.
Well, what's fun is all the pies I've had are frozen. I didn't know you even sold them baked.
Yep, I sell some baked. I would eventually like to be all frozen, take and bake style, because I think that's a lot of fun for the customer because your house smells wonderful.
Well, that's what I mean. It's bubbly. We follow your instructions, and the crusts are gorgeous, and the pie is bubbly. And oh, you just sit there. Do we really have to wait for dinner to end? Serious.
No, not if you're with good friends. Dinner never ends.
Well, we don't want to get through the main course so we can get to the pies. So your pies vary season to season.
Yes, we always have apple, blueberry, and cherry. And then there's always an outlier. So in the spring, it's strawberry rhubarb, and then we go into peach, and then now we're into pumpkin, salted maple, and pecan. Now, along with cherry, apple, blueberry, which are just always standards.
Okay.
In the sweet.
The three you just named are available now through Thanksgiving?
Yep, we have pumpkin coming online this week, and then over the next 2 weeks, we're going to introduce the other two flavors too.
Okay, question. Are those frozen like a pumpkin pie? You can bake it, or are those cooked?
It depends where you purchase it, but if you buy it directly from me, the pumpkin pie will come baked and so ready to eat. Oh, but okay. with the pumpkin pie, the pecan, and the salted maple, those are all kind of cream based pies. So we bake them, and then sweetie pies, for instance, she'll freeze them once she gets them, and you can buy them frozen and let them thaw on your counter, and they're just as great.
Okay, excuse me, who is Sweetie Pie? Your girlfriend?
Yeah, I wish. Sweetie Pies is this great little outlet down in Castle Rock in the Emporium. The Emporium is a big, I don't know what you would call it. Like it's a huge farm building, and there's a whole bunch of stalls with all sorts of different stuff to buy in there. You can get jewelry and clothes and knickknacks, and this woman has a sweet shop in there.
If I knew how to get to Castle Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, point the car past IKEA.
Sure. That's about it. So I know, you tell me where you can go buy them. Number one.
Well, the pies are available directly from me at hinmanpie.com. And then we are also at the Longmont Farmers Market and the Boulders Farmers Market on Saturdays.
Closing?
They go right up until November 20th, I believe, that weekend. And same with the Old South Pearl Street in Denver Market on Sundays. So that's where you can find me and the pies, and all the pies that we sell there are baked, ready to go, eat right away. We sell lots of hand pies at those events. And then on the local level on the stores, we're available at Sweetie Pies, like I said, down in Castle Rock, Lever's Locavore, Tony's Meats, Tiny's Market, Pine Melon, which is a new online grocery store for Denver. They're pretty great. They
You're
have
just
like
telling me a world of things I don't know. But go ahead.
right, and they ship 60% local purveyors, 40%, paper towels and that kind of stuff. So it's been a great little avenue for us. Supper Bell, which is another online platform, and up in the Morrison farmhouse in Morrison, which is a new establishment, just opened about a month ago, but we'll be selling pies through him too up in Morrison. And then also this Thanksgiving, speaking of Morrison, if you're into supporting education, I do have a deal going on with the Red Rocks Elementary School, and they are setting up their own website where they're going to have a pie pickup at Thanksgiving, and you can buy a pie through them and support the school. So the kids are raising money, but they're also doing their own sales via online and door knocking and all that kind of stuff. So
Good for you, sound fast. Okay, we can't leave, but yeah. Describe to me what is a salted maple. I didn't order one yet, but I may have to add one. Tell me about it.
the best way to describe it, it's kind of like a creme brulee based pie. It's made out of eggs and cream and obviously maple syrup. And then we bake that off and sprinkle it with sea salt on the top. And it's just out of this world delicious. It's the sweetest pie I make. So if you got a big sweet tooth, that's your number right there.
Okay, well, I know you make mom even write to you to order her pies. I know that, Mother, but without writing it, would you add one of those to my list?
For sure.
We have to really taste one of those.
I know I told you I made my mom always order online, right? Because I screw up every order for her. And she might be the order taker this year. We're having a discussion this morning about her being the order taker. So her order will never be messed up. It's going to be great.
Oh, hey, Mom, do you need two people to do this?
Maybe, yeah.
All right, I'm applying for the job. The two mothers
All
are
right.
going to do that. So that way I won't let any order get screwed up. I promise.
Because I'm the worst one to do it. I'm just the pie maker,
That's all. Your pies are just unbelievable. And some of them have the crisscross crust, some of them have a whole crust, and a lot of them you have little H's. My chicken pot pie has a turkey or a chicken on it.
Yeah, a chicken, and pecan pie will have a squirrel I put on there. And we are also, I forgot to mention, we are teaming up with Pints Peak Ice Cream this season too. They're a new local ice cream maker, and she's available at Pearl Street and Market and the Boulder Market. She's making these wonderful ice cream. She's making us a sour cream, brown sugar ice cream to pair with our stuff.
That'll be perfect with the maple in case it isn't rich enough.
Yep. And she's also, I can't remember all the flavors off the top of my head. I should have written them down. But there's also a whiskey one to match with the pecan pie.
That's brilliant.
Yep. And she's just great and wonderful. And I just love her ice creams there. She makes this wonderful vanilla with actual honeycomb chunks in it. It's like, oh, to die for.
Now you're selling, and where is her shop?
Her shop, she doesn't have a shop yet either, but she's also available online. And she's Caitlin, and Pint Peaks Ice Cream is her place. And she's located at I-25 and Broadway. That's in the design center.
Oh. Okay, she has a shop there?
That's where she's kind of like me. She's working out of a commissary as well. So we don't have a actual storefront, but.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know about her, but I do know that when it comes to pie, it is honestly, I don't have to say this because that's not my job, It is the best pie. I'm sure you don't have a favorite.
Cherry pie is my favorite because that's the one that started it all.
Oh,
So that's my go-to.
and that's
Yeah.
my childhood. At the beach, well, I haven't gotten through everything, and I can hardly wait to get started. My savory pie is ready to bake, and I think that's this weekend.
It's such a joy to make pies because, you know, it brings everybody happiness. You know, you hand somebody a pie and, you know, they start telling you a story. And it's wonderful I should really start writing down some of the stories that I get, because it would be a great coffee table pie book.
Okay, oh, yes. Before we leave, be sure and tell there's 3 sizes too.
Yep, there's 3 sizes. We have a 6-inch pie, a 9-inch pie, and then we have hand pies that are like the size of the Hostess pies. So they're great for, you know, eating on the grab and go, putting in your kid's lunch, you know, doing, you know, if you're single and live alone, you can keep them in the freezer and pop them in the oven for a quick dinner. You know, they're delicious. I love the hand pie format. It's my favorite, actually.
I just love everything you do. I also want to tell all of our viewers to please like and subscribe on YouTube to the Gabb, and you can find this on YouTube. You can find this on Facebook. You can find it on Instagram, and you can find the pies in my freezer or in my stomach. And they will, I just have to, somebody's going to have to buy me another freezer. So I can just keep them there because it kills me. Next
Maybe
time,
eventually I'll have a freezer in the basement or in the lobby of your building.
we're going to sell them out of the drive.
Yeah, we can make a little pie vending machine.
I'm ready.
And then you can just go get one every night.
Oh, would that be fun? Next time I've got to get one of the little ones too, but whatever they are. John, you are amazing, incredible. Mama, you've got a great son. Give the name of the how to get to you one more time.
I'm at hinmanpie.com, and we are located in Arvada at 5604 Kendall Court.
And you are divine. And I know you have to go off to deliveries, and I have to go off to drool till I can get to my pies.
Well, let me say what a pleasure it is to be here today. And thank you for all your years of service in the Denver restaurant community. All of us are so grateful to what you've done for us. So
now you make me blush. Okay, have a great day.
You too.
Now that you've thoroughly embarrassed me.
You deserve it. Thank you.
Much love. Thank you.
Love you too. Thank you.